Good morning, Homestead 2. Mary and I have just arrived here. And the name, we're just titling the videos Good Morning Homestead 2. We know that we upload them in the evening. So good evening to all you viewers, and we really are appreciative of you viewing the videos. I know Mary is. I put it on my personal channel, but really these are Mary's channels because it's really, Mary's videos.
Hi
because
guys.
She's the best. I was just singing a song this morning. You're the best around. But anyway, we were talking about doing the floors in yesterday's video, part 2, finishing out the floors in the trailer. But we wound up, just because of happenstance, but you know, there are priorities involved, but we removed the deck. There was a 12 by 16 foot deck here. Well, I'm sorry, it was more like 10 by 16. But there's what's left of it. Here's the area it was. But the reason being is because the outer perimeter of the trailer, because the cantilevers over the main rails, they're, you know, over time they'll sag. So we're jacking up all the skirting all the way around. So we had to remove the deck. So it kind of turned into a priority. So this area, the skirting can be removed, and the trailer jacked up. Yeah, Mary, can you please tell us really what we have to do? We have to do what now?
This whole end of the trailer here still got to be jacked up to make us even out, so we can even do anything inside regular work.
Right.
That we got to do.
Right. So where's it got to be jacked up? It started jacking up here, right?
Yeah.
So it's got to continue here, right?
Yeah.
Show us where else it's got to be jacked up. Can you show us where else it's got to be jacked up? Show us. Got to go around. This front area is okay, only because it's supported. But you know, this is the back of the trailer, even though we call it the front. But they towed it in with the tow bar on the other end. But this end also has to be jacked up. Is that right, Mary?
Yep, this side here.
And they used to. What happened here? They used to have everything here. And what did they have to do? Put electric heaters there?
Yeah, they put electric heaters here because in the winter the lines will freeze, and they just don't even ask me why they did that. Fire hazard big time.
Yeah, and also pipes freezing.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do with this?
We're putting them inside.
Right. We're gonna put this all in the
They're going inside. Room, right? Yep.
And then we're going to, you know, I don't know if you see good under there, but we're gonna, you know, obviously reconfigure all the plumbing drains, and obviously this bladder, and you know, here's where the well comes up, right there. So we're gonna just take this up into the unit itself, so we never have any freezing issues, right, Mary?
Nope. No
more. We don't want no plug-in heaters down here. So this place has just been, you know, nothing but a big band-aid for decades. So Mary and I are here to get this done correctly. Luckily, someone else, the landlord's partner, I guess he is actually our landlord as well. But he's been doing construction his whole life too, and he's the one doing the jacking up and shoring, and I'm really satisfied with the work. He also put the skirting on years ago, which is easily removed. You just simply, you know, lift this flange, and it comes right out, and the siding comes out. So we're gonna get this. There's our little buddy, Bobette. She's got to be fed. So we'll kind of end this video here short because, well, first let me take you inside real quick while Mary kind of deals with the Bobette. But we usually come in through this entrance here with there's like literally divots everywhere. We have to spend like a few days just filling these divots. Once in a while we'll get farming traffic, these trucks that fertilizer, things like that, the farms, because there's a lot of farms here, but that's like the only traffic, and it isn't every day, and nor is it often. So this place is like a far cry from Homestead 1, which is on a busy state highway. So we're really happy. This window is going to ultimately be moved. We have to deal with this corner here because of the runoff and everything. This place is going to be real nice in a couple of years. Let's just put it that way. You get this. I got to figure out which lock to use. Here we go. So again, this is the storage area. We're not going to worry about this whole addition. In fact, we plan on turning this into a garage and workshop. And okay, so here we are, and Mary's getting the all important food.
50 million kids, and running.
We can't, we just don't have the heart to deal with the pharaohs. Got to make sure they're taken care of all right. But here's, we kind of started getting working on the floor. As we mentioned earlier, yesterday's video, this is what we were going to do, get this portion of the floor dealt with. I'm trying to get more light in here. Okay. And then we have to, of course, we're still kind of limited with what we can do in here until the house, the outer perimeter where the skirting is, gets jacked up properly. Now again, this area here was done already outside, and you can see a huge difference prior to that work. This from here, basically from here on over was literally it was like, I think it was like 3/4 of an inch every 2 feet it was dropped, so again, because everything runs on these main rails on these trailers. I think I can get you a view of it, one of them here. But the main rail, I mean, you just look at this, just a mess. But anyway, this sets on the main rails generally in this area, and then it cantilevers out like 3 feet. So that area eventually starts going and sagging. But the jacking up and shoring up around there properly is really making it nice and flat. So we're real happy with that, and we can do what we do. We still have removal, demolition to do. That can be done while the outer perimeter is getting jacked up and the skirting. We have the ceiling to remove yet, and we're confident that will go very well because gravity is going to help. This is one of the few times where gravity can be your friend. I believe once we get started that it will literally drop, and of course we're concerned with the asbestos. They used a lot of asbestos in this gypsum, understandably so, to fireproof it. That's what they used back then. So we're going to keep the dust at a minimum. In fact, Mary's not even going to be here when this demo happens, because this is early form of gypsum. It's like, I think it's 3/8 of an inch thick, and it's literally loaded with asbestos. So, but the fiberglass above is from Owens Corning. I think they used asbestos as well on the early ones. So we're going to be very, very careful. And again, Mary's not going to be involved. This triple wall flute came from the old chimneys or the old furnace. So we're not, the furnace is not even going to be in this area because it was absolutely ridiculous place to have it. So, because it left only a 30-inch hallway here. So we're definitely not going to have the furnace here. Here it's going to ultimately be over here in this area here. So where this fan is. This is going to be like the utility room for the water bladder, as we discussed outside, and the furnace and the water heater, if we even have one, because I love that idea that Leon brought up about having the heating unit under each sink. It would be under the vanity in the bathroom. It would be under the kitchen sink in the kitchen, and the one in the bathroom is next to the laundry room, so it could be, laundry room could share it too. Not that you need it, because most clothes are washed in cold water now. But here we are, Homestead 2. And Mary, I think, is ready to go. She's always ready to go. You about ready to say bye, Mary? Everybody loves you so much.
Love you guys.
You're
Love
the
you
best.
guys.
She's the best, isn't she? I mean, look at her. She's the best. I mean, I think the world of her. She's actually my best friend in the whole wide world. I would do it like Forrest Gump, but I'll spare you guys.
He does it the best.
I could do it pretty good, but still, if I try it now, I'll probably mess up. You know how that is. So with that, we thank you for watching, and we'll talk at you later. Love you.